Have you ever had a door slammed in your face only to later realize that it was one of the best things that could have happened? Today, we're going to dive deep into the ability to transform rejection into fuel for success, inspired by the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Imagine a scenario where every no is not a barrier, but an impulse for your progress. Rejection, which is usually painful, can become the foundation of your greatness. It's not about defying fate, but about understanding that sometimes the universe's no is a yes in disguise, directing you towards something greater. If you've ever felt left out, ignored, or even undervalued, it's time to reframe that experience. In this video, we'll reveal 13 powerful lessons to master the power of rejection. It's not just theory, it's practical strategies to apply in your life. Before we begin, help spread this wisdom. Like the video and turn on notifications to show YouTube that this content is worth sharing. Let's embark on this journey of transformation together, ready to turn your rejections into extraordinary achievements. Then let's get started. 1. Ignore those who ignore you. When you realize that someone doesn't value your presence, the best response is to move on without resentment. This act of ignoring those who ignore you is not a demonstration of coldness, but rather of self-respect. When we dedicate energy to people who disregard us, we end up wasting time that could be invested in our own growth and healthier relationships. Remember, if someone chooses to ignore you, it reflects more on that person's priorities than on your worth. Instead of questioning what you could have done to change the situation, focus on yourself, your goals, and what you can control. Don't see rejection as a personal failure, but as a chance to redirect your attention to places and people that add positively. Adopting a stoic stance in this sense helps to create a layer of emotional resilience. You do not react with hurt or resentment, but with serenity, valuing your own journey. Walking away without conflict or anguish shows maturity and strengthens your self-esteem. The big lesson is, those who value you will be by your side. Those who do not will leave space for new connections to enter your life, paving the way for more reciprocal and genuine relationships. 2. Do not react emotionally. Sometimes the greatest act of self-care we can do is to distance ourselves from situations and people that bring conflict, insecurity, or emotional exhaustion. It is not about running away from problems, but about choosing to preserve our own peace. When we stay close to those who constantly disrespect us, we end up undermining our own self-esteem and compromising our well-being. Distancing yourself from toxic people or environments that drain your energy is an act of self-love. This distancing allows you to regain strength and rediscover what really matters to you. And remember, this doesn't mean harboring resentment or hatred, but rather setting healthy boundaries to protect your serenity. The relationships we have should support and motivate us. When this doesn't happen, insisting on staying ends up being harmful. By distancing yourself, you make room for new bonds and experiences that truly add to your life. It's not always easy, especially when it comes to people you have a history with, but understanding that your well-being is a priority helps you make this choice. Silence and distancing can be powerful forms of self-respect. Choose environments and people that value your presence. Over time, you will realize that this care for your inner peace will strengthen all areas of your life. 3. Practice detachment. Knowing when to respond and when to remain silent is an essential skill for preserving emotional balance. Sometimes, a provocation or a negative comment doesn't deserve our energy or attention. Responding to every criticism or judgment can wear us down emotionally and trap us in cycles of conflict that bring no benefit. By choosing to remain silent in certain situations, we are demonstrating self-control and wisdom. Not everything needs to be debated or justified. In many cases, not responding is the best way to demonstrate that certain actions or words have no impact on us. This does not mean being passive, but rather being selective about what really matters and deserves our consideration. Learning to discern between what needs a response and what does not is a powerful practice. It allows us to focus on things that really make a difference, instead of wasting energy on unproductive discussions. When we choose to remain silent, we are cultivating our inner peace and preventing the negativity of others from affecting our lives. Remember, your energy is a valuable resource. By not reacting to everything that is said, you strengthen yourself and direct your attention to what really contributes to your well-being. 4. Show your worth through actions. The difficulties and challenges we face in life bring valuable lessons and contribute directly to our development. Often, it is when dealing with complex situations that we discover our true strength and acquire skills that help us overcome new obstacles. When we face a problem, instead of avoiding it or becoming discouraged, we have the opportunity to seek creative ways to solve it. Each difficulty teaches us something about ourselves, our limits, our resilience, and our ability to adapt. The learning that comes from difficulties is lasting because it is achieved through effort and real experiences. It is important to change our perspective on difficult moments, seeing them as opportunities for growth. Even when something does not go as planned, the learning obtained is something that we carry with us for the rest of our lives. With this mindset, difficulties are no longer seen as insurmountable barriers and are instead seen as important steps in our personal development. 5. Building a growth mindset. Cultivating a growth mindset is essential for those seeking to achieve success and self-knowledge. A growth mindset is the belief that we can develop our skills and improve over time with dedication and effort. Unlike a fixed mindset, where we believe that our skills are limited and unchangeable, a growth mindset allows us to see each difficulty as an opportunity to learn. People with a growth mindset feel motivated to face challenges because they know that mistakes are opportunities for evolution. They see failure as part of the growth process, not as an end. This mindset is strengthened by self-confidence and the desire to learn, essential factors for overcoming obstacles and expanding one's own limits. Developing a growth mindset requires practice and self-awareness. It is important to learn to welcome constructive criticism and value the learning process instead of focusing solely on the results. This type of mindset not only drives professional success, but also contributes to a more balanced mental and emotional well-being. By adopting this approach, we are able to face life's uncertainties with greater courage, as we are open to evolving with each experience. 6. Applying learning to our daily lives. Applying what we learn to our daily lives is the essential step to transforming knowledge into real change. Learning is an ongoing process, but without putting it into practice, we miss the opportunity to see tangible results. It is essential to find ways to apply the lessons to our practical lives, whether at work, in relationships, or in the completion of personal projects. Applying knowledge involves action, and it is by taking action that we consolidate what we have learned. When faced with a problem, it is useful to seek solutions based on past experiences. Each attempt to apply a lesson brings us closer to continuous improvement. In addition, sharing our learning with others also contributes to strengthening our own understanding and inspiring those around us. For learning to be truly transformative, we need to continually evaluate what we are putting into practice and the results we are achieving. This reflection helps us to adjust what is necessary and to move forward with greater precision. By applying what we have learned, we not only progress towards our personal goals, but we also develop the ability to learn continuously, making the search for knowledge a natural part of our daily lives. 7. The importance of resilience in adversity. Resilience is one of the most valuable qualities for facing life's adversities. Being resilient means having the ability to adapt, learn, and grow from challenges, transforming difficult situations into opportunities to strengthen character and develop new skills. Difficulties often arise unexpectedly, but the way we react to them defines our path. Resilient individuals have a flexible and positive outlook on problems, which helps them deal with stress and stay focused even in times of crisis. They recognize that failure is part of the process and do not give up when faced with obstacles. Instead, they learn from each experience and adjust their strategy to move forward. Building resilience requires practice and self-knowledge. It starts with a positive mindset, but it is supported by practical actions, such as setting realistic goals, cultivating support networks, and maintaining a clear vision of personal values. Resilience also helps us cope with realizing that not everything is under our control, is essential to reducing frustration and increasing our ability to adapt. Developing this skill prepares us to deal with uncertainty and find strength in difficult times. Building meaningful relationships. Meaningful relationships are one of the pillars of a fulfilling life. They provide us with support, inspiration, and a sense of belonging. To build true connections, it is necessary to invest time and energy, as well as show empathy, respect, and a genuine interest in the well-being of others. In a world where communication is increasingly fast and superficial, establishing deep bonds becomes even more important. Having a solid support network helps us face challenges with greater ease and security. People who share our joys and support us in difficult times make the journey more meaningful. To build these relationships, it is essential to cultivate active listening, understanding, and open dialogue. Valuing shared time, both in moments of leisure and learning, further strengthens these connections. In addition to strengthening our emotional well-being, healthy relationships also help us grow as people. When we are surrounded by people who believe in us and encourage us, we feel motivated to strive for our best results. Building meaningful relationships requires commitment and authenticity, but the rewards are long-lasting. Providing a support network that contributes to a balanced and satisfying life. 9. Practicing gratitude in everyday life. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can transform our perspective on life. By focusing on the things we are grateful for, we promote a sense of well-being and contentment. This practice helps us recognize and appreciate the small things in our daily lives that often go unnoticed, such as a smile from a friend or a moment of tranquility. Integrating gratitude into our routine can be simple. One effective way is to keep a gratitude journal where we write down 3 things we appreciate every day. This activity forces us to reflect on what really matters and cultivate a positive mindset. In addition, expressing gratitude to others, whether through words or actions, strengthens interpersonal bonds and fosters an environment of support and love. Studies show that practicing gratitude can reduce stress and increase emotional resilience, providing a sense of lasting happiness. By cultivating this mindset, we can change the way we face challenges, allowing us to become more open and optimistic. Gratitude is therefore a valuable tool that invites us to appreciate life and share this joy with those around us. 10. The role of self-care in emotional balance. Self-care is essential to maintaining emotional balance and mental health. Often, we are so focused on daily responsibilities that we forget to take care of ourselves. Prioritizing moments of self-care allows us to recharge our batteries and face challenges with greater clarity and strength. Incorporating self-care practices into our routine can include simple activities such as taking time to read, meditate, exercise, or simply relax. These breaks help reduce anxiety and stress, providing a space to reflect and reconnect with our emotions. It is essential to recognize that taking care of yourself is not selfish, but a necessity to be at your best for others. Furthermore, self-care also involves nurturing our relationships and setting healthy boundaries. Learning to say no and prioritizing our well-being is an act of self-love. By nurturing our physical and mental health, we create a positive cycle that not only benefits us, but also impacts those around us. Cultivating self-care is a vital step towards living a more balanced and conscious life, allowing us to be more present and effective in all aspects of life. 11. The importance of social support. Social support plays a crucial role in our emotional health and well-being. Having people around us who we can count on in difficult times makes a huge difference in how we face life's challenges. Social interaction not only provides us with comfort, but also helps us gain different perspectives and solutions to problems. Building and maintaining healthy relationships is key. This can involve everything from family and friends to support groups or communities. The simple act of sharing experiences, concerns, and joys creates a sense of belonging, which is vital for our mental health. Having someone to talk to or vent to can ease the emotional burden we often carry alone. In addition, social support is not limited to moments of crisis. Celebrating achievements and happy moments with others, people strengthen these bonds and give us a sense of ongoing support. The encouragement and love we receive from others motivates us to pursue our goals and face challenges with greater determination. In short, investing in our social relationships is essential to promote healthy emotional balance. Through connecting with others, we can develop resilience and thus experience life in a more fulfilling and satisfying way. 12. Mindfulness practices for mental well-being. Mindfulness is a practice that invites us to live in the present moment consciously without judgment. This approach can bring several benefits to our mental health, such as reducing stress, improving focus, and increasing feelings of happiness. By focusing on the here and now, we learn to appreciate each experience, no matter how small. There are several ways to incorporate mindfulness practices into our routine. One of the most common is meditation, which can be done for a few minutes daily. During these moments, it is important to focus on your breathing and your body's feelings, allowing your thoughts to come and go without getting caught up in them. In addition to meditation, simple activities such as walking in nature, eating mindfully, or performing breathing exercises can also be effective. Ways to practice mindfulness. These practices help us develop greater self-awareness, allowing us to identify negative thought patterns and emotions. Over time, this can lead to greater peace of mind and satisfaction in life. Incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives is a powerful way to promote lasting mental well-being, transforming the way we experience each moment. 13. The influence of gratitude on mental health. Gratitude is a practice that can have a significant impact on our mental health and overall well-being. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we begin to notice and appreciate the little things in life, which helps us develop a more positive outlook. Acknowledging daily blessings, even the smallest ones, can transform the way we see the world and ourselves. Studies show that people who practice gratitude regularly tend to experience fewer symptoms of depression and anxiety. This is because, by focusing on what we have and what makes us happy, we divert our attention from difficulties and worries. A simple exercise is to keep a gratitude journal where we can write down 3 things we are grateful for every day. This practice not only helps us reflect on good experiences, but also trains our minds to see the positive side of situations. In addition, expressing gratitude towards others strengthens relationships. Sincerely thanking someone for a gesture or support creates deeper bonds and increases emotional connection. Thus, gratitude not only benefits the person practicing it, but also those who receive it. In short, incorporating gratitude into our daily lives is a powerful tool for promoting more balanced mental health and a more fulfilling life. In short, The practice of gratitude proves to be a powerful ally in our journey of self-knowledge and well-being. By adopting a grateful attitude, we not only transform our outlook on life, but also cultivate healthier and more meaningful relationships. This shift in focus, which leads us to value what we have and the people around us, can reduce feelings of anxiety and depression, promoting a more balanced mental state. Therefore, by incorporating gratitude into our daily lives, we open the doors to a fuller and more satisfying life, full of moments that deserve to be celebrated.